Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah. A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Flying with the Foam on HGN. Now I gotta say, for another crossover, this one actually is going pretty smoothly. I could tell you when the Legacy of Supers was getting a little stale, and of course I had to do some constant research on some of the topics I was going to talk about, but this in particular I feel like I'm going to blaze through in the next couple of months. So of course, let's just go on ahead and bring in some more red into this series. But this time, let's go big. Yep. This is probably as big as you could probably come over when it comes to red. Unless, of course, you wanted to go even further back into the past, but this is, in fact, the most recent part of the new Mega Blaster lineup itself as we know it today. Of course, we do know that Mega had conjoined with the Motostryke series, and it could possibly be a permanent bond. But it's good to know that with this, there's still a lot of hope that we could still have the original Mega series going around here and there. And the Mega Motostryke series is just, wow, a subgenre and a sub-series of this lineup itself. Also a sub-series of the Motostryke series, which has been gone now for a little while. But this right here also takes on the Mega Clip system, which hasn't been done in a long time. And I mean long. It's been 7 or 8 years since the Mega Centurion first came into the marketplace, and I gotta say, there really were quite a few problems that had to have come into play when the Centurion's functionality was met with a lot of flops and a lot of gripes that people were having. But now, I guess Hasbro really wants to take another turn to shine based on the Mega Clip system itself, because the Centurion is no longer the only leading example in Mega Clip system blasters. This is in fact the Motostryke. And the main reason for that as well, yep, motorized action. Powered by a few C batteries down here in the stock, but I gotta say that, well, even though this is not the first time that Mega has attempted a motorized blaster, we especially remember the case where the Mastodon pretty much came through and allowed you to fire lots of Mega darts out of a ginormous drum with motorized action and a flywheel system integrated into the barrel. This is basically just another example of Mega coming back here with motorized action, but at the same time they are bringing back the long-lost clip system, which of course we have not seen since the Centurion debuted. Pretty much introduced the Mega series as a whole and did not do such a good job at it. But eventually, as time went by, the Magnus, Big Shot, Cyclone Shot, Thunderbow, and others, they were able to prove that the Mega series is not going to be a flop. Of course, that's what the benefit of it is, and that's the beauty of it all. To have a trial and error sort of ladder. And of course, the further you climb up, the more likely you're probably going to succeed with the next project that you have. I feel like that this is a pretty good example of the trial and error sort of ladder being absolutely beneficial. I feel like we are nearing the top because yeah. Now that's just impressive. Mega comes back with a clip system and motorized action at the same time. This is probably like the perfect combination of the Mega series with a clip system and motorized action. The Centurion has had clip system action, and the Mastodon has had motorized action. So you combine those two, this is what you get. The Motostryke really does deliver a lot when it comes to overall performance and ergonomics as well, man. Holding this is much like you're holding a few select blasters out there that have its own, wow, permanent barrel and stock attachment to it. If you don't remember a lot of blasters out there that we've had in the past, like the Stampede, or the Raider, or the Longstrike, or maybe even some of the new sniper rifle based ones, like the Raptorstrike and Alpha Hawk, then well, the ergonomics on this are just greatly similar. And now the magazine is pretty much out, but of course, that's not really the point for the most part, because I might as well talk a little bit about the magazine itself, because unlike the Centurion, this one basically holds 10 mega darts instead of just 6. And of course, the design of this one is pretty nice. It's not really clear orange like the Centurion's clip was at the time. This is just regular clear plastic and red opaque plastic with the nice sort of two-tone on two sides. It's kind of like that Two-Face sort of appearance in a way, except taken to a plastic clip that goes into a dart shooting blaster. So of course, this clip pretty much does the job pretty well. That almost makes me feel curious. Will it ever work on the Centurion? I guess I don't really want to find out, but regardless of that, the Motostryke certainly does deserve a great rating just for what it is. It's basically like that of some other blasters that we already have in Nerf's enormous repertoire of different blasters with different innovations and different design keys, while at the same time some flaws and some errors are also conducted. I mean, we probably will never forget about some of the blasters that Hasbro has not done such a good job on, like the Lightning Bow, which of course was also a Mega Blaster at the time. I mean, it was Nerf's second attempt at creating a Mega dart shooting bow. The Thunder Bow was not bad, but I quite honestly wouldn't recommend it too much. So the Motostryke itself is just one of those that I can give a great rating for. Not just for a 2 thumbs up, but maybe something different. But for now, I can't really think of much here because, after all, there's still a lot that I have to talk about. So if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.